They found a place with no danger, no struggle, and endless food. And that's exactly what killed them. What looks like comfort can sometimes be the most dangerous trap. This is the story of a flock of vultures who escaped the harsh world, only to lose everything. One day, a group of vultures flew across the ocean and landed on a beautiful island. It felt unreal, green trees swaying in the wind, fresh water flowing everywhere, food in every direction, fish, frogs, small creatures, more than they had ever seen. And the most surprising part? No predators, no threats, no fear. "This is heaven," one young vulture said. "No hunting, no fighting, no risk." "Why go back?" Another replied. "Everything we need is right here." And just like that, they made a decision that changed their fate. They stayed. At first, it felt like a dream. They ate whenever they wanted, rested whenever they felt like it, slept without fear. Life became easy, too easy, and slowly. Something began to change. They stopped flying. Why would they? There was no need. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. Their wings grew weak, their claws lost their strength, but no one noticed. Because comfort doesn't feel dangerous. It feels safe, until it quietly takes everything from you. Only one vulture saw the truth. An old one. He had lived through storms. He had fought for survival, and he knew something the others didn't. A life without challenge is a life that weakens you. One day he gathered them all. "This place is changing us," he said. "It's making us weaker. We need to leave, before it's too late." The young vultures laughed. "Leave this place? Why would we go back to struggle? Out there is pain, here is peace." The old vulture looked at them, calm but serious. "You think this is peace," he said, "but this is preparation for your downfall." They ignored him, so he gave one final warning. "Your wings have forgotten the sky. When danger comes, you won't survive." But no one listened, so he left, alone. Time passed, nothing changed. The island stayed calm, beautiful, peaceful, and that's what made it dangerous, because when life feels perfect, you stop preparing. Then one day, everything changed. A ship arrived at the island, and with it, something the vultures had forgotten. Danger. Leopards were released. At first, the vultures didn't react. They had never faced real threat here, but the leopards were watching. And they noticed something terrifying. These vultures couldn't fly. What happened next was chaos. The vultures tried to escape, but their wings wouldn't lift. They tried to fight, but their claws had no strength. Panic spread. One by one, they were hunted, not because they were weak by nature, but because they had become weak by choice, because comfort had taken everything from them. Months later, the old vulture returned. What he saw was silence. Bodies scattered across the island. No movement, no life. Just the remains of what once ruled the skies. Then he found one vulture, barely alive. With fading breath, it whispered, "You were right. We had everything, but we lost ourselves." The old vulture stood still, because nothing needed to be said. The sky above them was still wide and open, but they had forgotten how to reach it. And maybe this isn't just their story, because comfort doesn't destroy you overnight. It does it slowly, quietly, by making you forget what you're capable of. And when life finally tests you, you realize something terrifying. You're no longer ready. So ask yourself, are you growing or just getting comfortable? Because comfort feels like safety, but sometimes it's the beginning of the end.